I mean, I've learned that I just go by how I feel. Like, if a food makes me feel like shit, I don't just complain about it. I don't eat it.
Yeah.
It's probably your body
straight
saying no.
up said, they've straight up said that, like, if you're going to, like, they've found out that, like, something about your blood type actually will affect what you're better at eating.
No shit.
Yeah. So, like, I did a test because I was having some issues, which turned out not to be issues at all. I had a major caffeine crash from college because I was drinking energy drinks and shit. But when I did my test, I found out I was AB positive blood type.
Oh, sick. I'm B negative.
Oh, you're B negative? Yeah.
I can't remember what my blood type is.
One thing I learned that's great about my blood type, just give me some fucking blood. I don't give a fuck.
I know.
Just slap that shit in me. Like,
I've learned, like I'm mostly vegetarian just by choice. I don't really like meat. But after my period, Zeke makes me a big fucking bloody ass steak. Like, my body wants it. And I listen.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, iron now. Iron bar like cow.
So, like,
Cheers.
what they found out is that for an AB type, I am better at eating seafood and other things, like light vegetables, versus eating red meats. I'm a hardcore carnivore.
Yeah.
I can watch something that's like, oh, the animals or whatever, and it's like, yeah, that's an overconstrued thing that actually isn't that way, like they did for dairy cows and stuff. I worked in a cheese factory for a while, and we would get
how was that?
We would get, it was great. I ate way more cheese than I ever should.
I know.
And we got our stuff from the dairy directly and stuff, and it's like the dairy that we got it from, the cows literally, it's a walk-in milk system. They walk into it and they stand there to get milked because they want to get milked.
And that's a good milking system. I've seen the farms where they like never get off the milker.
There's an ethical way of doing it.
There's an ethical way of doing everything, and it all comes down to money.
Oh, yeah.
And, I forgot I spent all my points on making Katie gaslight me, bitch.
Like, the cows, like, there are humane ways of doing it, but what a lot of places, or, like, I guess, movements try to do is they always will show the one method that is absolutely the worst shit. And then they carpet bomb it that it's the whole deal.
Of course they do.
No matter what, because they want to win favor. And I understand wanting your movement to have, you know.
That's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it.
Do it to falsify everything.
Because then you don't trust anyone.
Yeah.
I don't trust any information now because I'm like, what's real?
Someone was saying one, and I know it was cracked and they were being funny or whatever, but they were saying that how cheese is all a market lie and that you've been eating this cow pus and stuff that we just force into you and shit. And
I mean, maybe if you're eating American cheese.
American cheese, I'd say, is more tainted. But
come
I was just
on.
in there and it's like, yeah, we've only been making it for thousands of years, and this is just now becoming some sort of market scheme kind of thing. Like,
you ever notice how like people will just make shit up?
Oh yeah.
And then just run with it?
No, here's what they do, right? The really good
weed is bad.
They will lie.
PETA's the devil, Synaptic. I am so not pro PETA. They are.
Wasn't it a thing that a guy was a wheat farmer or something, or he sold something and he was threatened by hemp because hemp provided way more?
Well, there's a space whale.
He lied about it and said that he was the guy that moved it to where weed was an illegal drug because you could smoke it. But what he really was doing was he was trying to kill the market because it was a threat to his crop.
Of course, yep. That's what tobacco companies, they lobby against weed all the time.
Yeah, he was a cotton farmer or something, and he didn't want them getting in on his cut, so he told them that hemp was bad. And that's where we got the whole thing of weed being illegal in the first place, was because he didn't.
I thought weed becoming illegal was a politician thing because it was lobbied by the tobacco industry.
It was that, and they also would make it a racist thing. Like, they would be like, look how the Mexicans and the black people act crazy on that. What did they call it?
And that's why they named it marijuana, because it sounded more Mexican instead of cannabis.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Wow, I did not know that part.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Racism is fucking systemic, man.
If you want a good laugh, go watch the movie Reefer Madness.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Hilarious.
Is that like history of weed
Kill
and
that
shit?
thing in the fly.
Got it, got it.
Oh no, it is a dramatization of what weed does to you.
Oh god.
And it is so funny.
It's like people injecting 7 weeds and never coming back and being gay afterwards or something.
Oh, it was one where it was just like this guy ends up ends up hitting somebody with a car because he did it, but then he hides it and stuff. And this one girl is like doing weed and she's like somehow super energetic and like dancing around and stuff. And I'm just like,
I mean,
boy,
that's
that
kind
hits
of
me
me,
different.
but I'm an outlier. Go ahead. No, you're fine. What'd Steven say? I think we need to argue in favor of the environment instead of making it a moral issue. Yes. From there, we can start talking about...
Be right back.
Go ahead. No, you guys are fine. From there, we need to start talking about ethical treatment of our animals. Then that goes hand in hand. I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there are animals like... When I was vegan for a while, literally because the guy I was dating at the time had a heart issue, so he needed to be vegan, and I was like, fine, I like cooking. It's like a challenge for me. I thought it was kind of fun. And, we were reading about just the environmental damage just from factory farming, like the evil, bad farming of animals. It's not even like animals alone, like a cow takes a shit ton of water to create and shit. But the byproduct of what comes out of these sick ass factory farms of like cows that never get taken off of a milker and, you know, whatever else, it's like fucking gnarly. I mean, it's so bad. I kid you not. My sister is a self-professed carnivore for her entire life. She is now an environmental lawyer, and she found out those statistics, and now she's a vegetarian. It scared her so much.
Well, here's the deal, and like I understand like people making their dietary choices on a moral basis, but
I don't.
There's also like I can see it. I'm not saying I agree with it. I just can see their perspective. Like with how it is, but like there's things that people just don't understand. Like if they're trying to eat more morally, they'll be like, oh, I only eat free-range chicken. By definition of what the market does,
it's not real.
Free-range chicken is 10 yards of fence, or not even 10 yards.
Not like even, yeah. And they're like, you know, running over each other and rotting and eat each other's butt.
Yeah, and it's like that's free-range because they have 10 feet of space.
It's all marketing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. You gotta, if you're gonna
propaganda, yes. Propaganda is a better word for it, yes.
Yeah. If you're gonna do research and you want to do things that shit your diet morally, you have to look into how the methods of the company you're getting it from do stuff.
Where you get your food from is almost more important than the organic.
Say good night.
Baby! Good night, cute little one. Sweet dreams. Oh my gosh.
Night night.
I'm dead inside.
Straight up, if you want to buy something that you can trust more, buy local.
Absolutely. That's always... I feel like buying local helps your local economy at the same time, too, which is also very important.
A real big thing where I was from in Oregon was farmers markets.
Yes, really I miss those in Washington so much.
Yeah, in Washington, too.
Yeah.
Like, if you can,
farmers
markets,
it
yes,
might be a little
bit more expensive. But the thing is you're trading that price for something that genuinely is better for you in the long run. It's not transported halfway across the country and ice all messed up.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just one of those things. And if you want to like for me, I really like tuna, and I mean real tuna.
Yeah.
But I make sure that what I'm eating is something like ahi tuna, and it's been labeled that it is like line and hook catching, not net catching.
You know, I have this.
Net catching. Sorry.
It's terrible. No. Go ahead. Finish your sentence. Sorry.
So
I can talk
the thing
later.
Is that the
I was just gonna say Zeke and I had the same conversation recently.
Oh yeah. So like, there's a thing that people don't seem that a lot of people don't know about with the tuna market, and it's that there is methods of catching that are different. There's sweeping net catching.
Oh god.
They use boats to catch a fuck ton of tuna at once, or other fish depending on what they want. But the problem
fish
is
they don't want.
Yeah. So what the problem is what that does is it's just kind of like what they did to the buffalo that were the American buffalo or whatever, and they wipe them out so hard that they can't bounce back with breeding, and that's what's happening to tuna. And the scary thing is that
it's terribly sad.
It was already dwindling as it is, but China has started getting a taste for sushi now.
Oh.
And if China gets a mainstream market with tuna, it's gonna just disappear.
Yep, they're the ones that still kill whales and shit too. Like that's what blackfish.
Like China, it's and in this one it's not so much about China having a moral issue with eating tuna. It's that it's a country of such massive size that it will desolate the.
Kind of like America.
Kind of like America, except I'd say that with China, it's like they have a denser population, if I remember right.
I think it's like a denser in a smaller area.
Yeah.
I know, Kill. I love real chicken eggs. Real chicken eggs are the shit.
Oh, shit.
I grew up like farm eggs. Like when I went to college, I remember I went to the food hall and got breakfast one day, and they tried to give me quote unquote eggs, and I was like, "The fuck is this plastic? What are you trying to fucking sell to me?" And it was literally like powdered eggs, dude. It was fucking gross.
So there's a thing that you can see on certain like fish that you get where it says hook and line, and that means that what they're doing is the old method of
the real method. God damn
one
it!
Fish at a time. Oh man, I'm getting.
I gotta blow up. Oh, I don't have a blow up.
Yeah.
Maybe we can't do level 4
yet.
yet.
At a time, pulling it in hook and line like classic style of fishing, which is way more ethical and it keeps things in check. You can look up online, type in like 1950s or old photo of caught tuna.
Oh, they're huge!
Massive.
Yeah.
Like one will fill the entire back of a standard like shipping truck.
Yep.
They were huge, and now like they barely are the size of a person's torso. Like sometimes they can be rather big, but compared to what they used to be, they're nothing.
It's heartbreaking, I know.
Straight titans of the ocean.
Yep.
Like you'd have to catch these things using like a freaking backhoe truck hook. Like
yep, and that's happened to a lot of species. Like it's like forced evolution because of people. Yeah. Like, I read about something similar in the Midwest somewhere. Rattlesnakes are now evolving, quote unquote, like the ones surviving to fuck. It's forced evolution by humans, are evolving to not have rattles that work anymore. Because what the farmers would do is they would go out, listen for rattles, and kill them because they don't want the rattlesnakes biting their cows. Yeah. So the ones that survived to breed had really shitty rattles, and so they're passing those genes onto their kids, and that's crazy to me. And we've done it to tuna, we've done it to lots of sea life just by water quality.
Yep.
It's terrible. It's just straight bad shit. They're losing rattlers, literally, because that's a better way to hide. Whereas their rattle used to be a warning, like, stay away from me, I don't want to hurt you. I'm not malicious.
Yeah, I really don't get why farmers got that logic that getting rid of the one thing that warns cattle that they're too close is the method to do.
I don't know. Because they bred cows to be so fucking stupid, they have to.
I guess, yeah, actually selective breeding.
The humanity, I mean, I say it true. Like, Chris, I was talking about it when we were talking about Godzilla versus Kong. Like, you can say whatever you want. Humans are the bad guy in all situations.
Yeah. Well, they all got Kong chained up and shit in that trailer.
I know! And, like, Godzilla was seriously just a water dragon sleeping in the ocean and woke up to fuck all. Like, imagine going to sleep and waking up to your house being infested by mice the original, or something. I'd kill him too.
I'm back.
I learned in the original lore of him what he was a manifestation.
Ryan kept us alive. He was a what? Sorry?
Bombing. Godzilla. He was originally supposed to be a representation that he was all of the damned souls and the people that got killed in the bombings.
Oh my god, where did you read that? That is so sad and horrible.
It was something I was reading from
I wondered Knives would know. Knives loves Godzilla,
Do you know the Super Best Friends? You ever watch any of their stuff?
Ooh, I'm really familiar with it, but I don't know, no.
It was Matt who, he's a real big Godzilla fan, but he was talking about that's one of the things that he was supposed to represent was the destruction of humanity because of nuclear weapons, which is why he was radiation and nuclear powered.
Sad.
And he was a manifestation of their vengeance kind of thing.
He's like all the ugly in the world. That's heartbreaking. Yeah. But I could see it.
it's one of those things of like I think that's kind of like what they're going with this. I'm sure it's gonna have some sort of ecological, like, because they they even put it in the trailer that something's making him do this or whatever. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I bet it's gonna be something about humans. And
it always is, yeah.
Yeah, because that's just that. I understand that as a message, and it's really important.
You almost got bit by one, Doc? No shit, I've never seen one.
What was it?
Doc almost got bit by a non-rattler. That's crazy.
Ugh.
Human forced evolution. What the fuck?
Yeah.
We've done it with lots of animals, like poaching and shit too. If we don't, wipe them out.
I do kind of like that. As bad of a movie as it is, I really like that concept that that Will Smith movie has, where nature just starts evolving to take.
Like I Am Legend or something, or no?
Was it I Am Legend?
No, that was a different thing.
That was a different thing.
I Am Legend was
Last
good.
Man on Earth.
Oh, you're talking about the one that he had his son in, or something like that?
Yeah.
I never saw that one.
Who's the last nut?
Like nature itself, literally, like evolved to take humanity out, and I was just like, well, that's pretty much what they're doing at a really slow rate anyway, because they have to defend themselves against.
I have the last nut.
I have the last nut. Ha! I beat you. I did it.
I am the last nut.
Steven, that is the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life. Turkeys do the same thing, though. Turkeys, wild turkeys, they'll drown themselves by looking up when it rains.
They're pretty dumb.
Yeah, wild turkeys, too. Like,
you know what's really funny, though? Turkeys are really dumb,
Doc, cheers.
But somehow they're incredibly elusive when it's hunting season. Like, people can't catch these guys for shit.
Instinct doesn't need intelligence. It's mystical.
That's true. Yeah. I'm waiting for the day that something evolves to where it's got like predator camo and shit, and just fucking displacer beasts into the wall. Like,
we ready to end this shit?
Yeah, except I accidentally drilled into a new cavern, so we need to plug it up with the engineer.
I have to go to D&D, so I just want to be able to finish it before I have to leave.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd stay and harvest.
Fucking shit.
But I was glad we got to do one. We got all the eggs.
Well, someone call in the
turkeys. The only thing that can take me out is the weather. Bitch! What? Hello?
I think we need to be a little bit deeper.
Giggity?
I don't know. I think we're doing all right.
Good job, Steve. Deeper? What do you mean deeper? What you talking about? What you talking about, boo?
I mean, I can dig us lower if we need to, but we have to go quite a bit farther because there's a cliff
there he
right next
goes.
to us.
Bye. Bye, bro.
Right.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Actually, no, never. We're good. We're good. Let's just plug it a little bit.
To be fair, weather can be very frightening.
Yeah.
Where are you guys? Am I not with you? Oh, there you are.
In
Hello.
the pit.
I'm with you now. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it is kind of interesting seeing these animals start to evolve because of humanity. I think the one thing that humanity's done is because we're accelerating so fast that a lot of nature can't keep up with adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I agree.
That is the problem.
Yeah, very much so.
I think. It's like if we were doing this at a rate of like once every 1 million years, we kind of advanced an era or whatever.
Yeah, but we like fucking rocketed through.
Yeah. Well, they've said that our escalation because of computers and stuff has
technology,
made us
dude.
Like,
oh man, sometimes I think about that.
It's not just changing; we're literally snowballing in terms of our speed.
Yeah, I believe it, dude. I mean, just think about since you and I were born, cell phones did not exist, and now we have pocket computers.
Ow. Really
computers didn't exist, like.
Yeah, everyone's cell phones is smarter than what sent us to the moon in the 60s.
Literally, yeah. It's kind of insane when you think about it. We went to the moon in the 60s on the power of a T90 calculator. The technology of a T90 calculator, you know?
Dude, those grenades are fucking me up.
Alright, I got my shield back.
The original origin of Godzilla. Oh, sorry. I'll read it in a minute. Sorry. Every time I go to read chat, because I swear there's no bad guys coming, they come. It's like every time. Oh, bitch just got in. Not today. Not today.
Ow! Fuck.
Cunts.
Oh Lord, they coming.
Oh Lord, they're coming. Yeah.
Jesus, they poured in like a
less than a TI-89. Yeah. Isn't that wild? Synaptic Fire, I love watching space shows with Zeke because we sit there and we talk about stuff like that, like how far technology's come and how crazy it is. Like if you could go back and show 13-year-old you like an iPhone, I would shit my pants.
Explode.
Yeah, my head would probably explode and not function anymore. I'd be like, that's what? What's a computer? Who are you, demon?
Yeah.
You know?
But
we ready? Can we go to the drop pod now?
We got some web shooters up high.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
We still have to do the refuel.
Oh, sick. Okay. I have 10 minutes, guys.
Ammo.
Get it!
We got this. But yeah, like our technology is snowballing at a rate that like because information is traveling all across the world instantaneously, and humanity is now more focused on getting its like shit together. We're advancing way fast, like way too fast, and in some ways we might be advancing. We're doing the whole Jurassic Park thing of we're doing things that we could do, but whether or not we should is in question.
Yes. Oh my God. The question of just because you can doesn't mean you should. Oof.
Perfect
Steven.
example of that is the what is that again? In somewhere in Siberia, there's a pit that is like eternally on fire because of natural
yes, I've read about that. Yeah. Yep, the tablets.
Well, what was it? That place that not Resident Evil, Silent Hill is based off of.
Yeah.
Because it's a burning field of these coal mines, and it's not gonna go out for like 1,000,000 years or some shit. It'll always be Silent Hill forever.
Are you down in the town? Oh yeah, you are. Where do we need to be? What should I be doing?
We should be ready to kill the fuckers.
Yep.
Sick.
But yeah, like.
You know, Sweden Nick, I fucking hate AI.
What was that thing you were reading on Godzilla since?
Oh yeah, I wanted to scroll. I wanted to read that real quick. It was Hikaru. Excuse me. The original origin of Godzilla was that he was a Trex that somehow survived on an island in Japan. And when the nuke dropped, it mutated him after the soldiers prayed for him to become something to help them get revenge on the Allied powers. I think it was in the movie that King Ghidorah was born. Oh, that's super dope. Thank you. I'm glad I went back to read that.
The symbolism, I think.
Oh, it's Centralia? That's in PA? Dude, Kill said that's near where he is.
All right, we ready to roll?
Let's do this.
I'm ready. Oh yeah, I remember playing Rayman and getting it up on my computer via DOS with a floppy disk and being astounded at technology.
DOS.
I thought the world was like, I remember when Spyro came out and I was like, you can fly in a video game.
Remember when Halo came out?
Yes. Oh my God. And you could play online with friends. I was fucking blown away.
Yeah,
that was
me in 1998 with Half-Life.
The concept of the internet being anything more than pictures was like mind-blowing.
Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, and if you wanted a picture, good luck getting one to load in 20 minutes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the first porn I looked at, it would take like a minute per JPEG.
By the time you got to the areola, you'd already come. Yeah. Like, you were done.
Kids these days will never know the struggle of having to try to download or like play like a Flash game from Nickelodeon only to have it crash right at the last moment that's been sitting there for 2 hours.
Man, do you remember myfreegames.com?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to play Pong and shit on that for hours.
Was it crazy? Remember Crazy Monkey Games? You ever go there? Yeah.
Oh yeah. DOS and floppies.
Shit.
20 minutes, maybe more like 2 hours.
Yeah,
I mean, I actually got.
So great.
I saw my first like weird fucking porn on accident because I had learned how to use. I think it was Kazaa at the time. I'd learned to use it.
That.
Yeah, and I've always been a slut for music videos. Yep, LimeWire, Fuse, whatever.
Oh my God.
And I've always loved music videos, but I didn't have TV, and so I would get Kazaa and I would download music videos, and I loved Britney Spears. This is a true story. So I went in to download. I wanted to download a music video for Britney Spears. I don't even remember what it was, and it was literally a little person being fucked by a horse. And my small mind was so fucked up from that for the rest of my life. But I watched because, you know, curiosity kills you. You have to. It's like a car accident. Who's gonna look away? I'm stuck down here. Are we still supposed to be down here?
No.
We can get out.
Yay! Bitch, die. Why won't you? Oh, that's Steve. Katie, no. Am I spelling YouTube wrong? Aw, bless.
So,
Oh, it might not have been a floppy. It might have just been... Katie, really? I hate myself sometimes. It happens.
30 seconds. Ah.
It might have... Well, I don't remember if it was a hard or a floppy disk, because I don't think I ever, like, took it out of my computer. That was it. That's all I had. My mom's always been very anti-technology. Like, I think she had to get a computer because of work or something, but it was like a CompuServe, you know, stock piece of shit, whatever.
I love that shirt I want to buy where it goes, herder technology is scary, and Thomas Edison was a witch.
God, kill me. And Thomas Edison was a witch. Kill me. What?
It's the best shirt ever.
All right, get on board. We're ready to get out of here.
Where did we get in? Where's the... I just died. I just died. I just died. I died trying to get to it. I'm exploding. I exploded. Help. Or leave without me. At least get points. I'm right outside it. I just couldn't get there. I'm so sorry. I'm an ass. CompuServe. You know, I kind of like developed OCD for CompuServe back in the day. Oh.
Where the fuck are you?
I'm on top. I guess it just spit me out. Don't worry about it, dude. There's so many bad guys. Get out and get the fucking points. Get out. Yep, leave. If you're in the thing, get out.
Yeah, get in.
Get in or whatever. Just leave us.
We'll still get the points.
Get the points. Get the points. Get the points. Bye. Sorry I died. Later.
So many of them.
My heart will go on starts playing.
In 7 years, you'll find Ryan and I, and we're like an amalgamation of each other, melted together with spider legs. Help us.
Steve.
Help. Oh, it's us with Steve. Help us. But yeah, I was gonna say CompuServe. I remember my mom got this shitty ass computer, and it could get on the internet, and it was like dial-up, you know, real bad shit. And because it was such a bad connection, I would get OCD where I would convince myself that if I looked at a certain corner of the screen, it would connect. And if it did it once, then I was stuck with it for weeks. Then I convinced myself that I had to turn around and look at a wall to connect. And if it connected once, that was it. And it was bad.
There's nothing scarier than the fact that the concept that there are people that don't have a life or a moment in their life where the internet did not exist.
Dude, people were born with iPhones in their hand.
I know.
And they're like, they drive and vote now, I think.
I feel so old. Like, when I hear, there was a time without the internet, and I'm just like, oh my God.
It makes me wonder, like, if I was a kid, would I have chosen to go outside? I don't think so.
Katie? Can you go check the forge now? Because you got an empty matrix cube from that, so you could technically forge something now.
Yeah, let me try real quick, because I gotta go do D&D, but let me see.
Like, my whole
thing it just costs a shit ton of money.
Is that, like, where I lived was in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, so, like, our technology was literally 5 years